Okay, we're still in section 5.4. This is going to be the second video in 5.4 where we're going to be talking about solving right triangles. What does it mean to solve a triangle? Well, it's when you find all of the measures of anything missing. If I have angles or sides missing, you find the measures of each. So I've got a how-to list here. And so the first thing you want to do is you just want to draw. Put all the stuff you know, all the stuff you want to know on your picture. For step 2, use your sketch so that you can write an equation. And this equation is going to involve the things that you know and whatever it is that you want to know. Frequently, SOHCAHTOA and the Pythagorean Theorem are going to use to write your equations. Step 3, just solve. Make sure your answer makes sense. Two comments. First of all, is that this comment right up here, the hypotenuse is going to be named C because we're typically going to name the right angle C unless otherwise noted. And then the second comment is you always want to use your given information as much as possible, and definitely don't round during the problem. Only wait to round till the very end. All right, so when we're looking at example number 1, we want to solve the triangle, and we're given some information. We're given what angle B is, and we're also given what side A is. So you'll notice that I've drawn a right triangle. Angle C went at the hypotenuse. Angle C went at the right angle. Lowercase c went on the hypotenuse. I chose my side of A here because it's opposite angle A. Remember, a side and an angle that's opposite each other should always have the same name. The angle is uppercase, the side is lowercase. And that's also why I chose side B to be opposite angle B. Side C is opposite angle C. All right, so what we're going to look at then is the second thing in the how-to is to write our equation. So the easiest thing to find on this is going to be angle A. You remember that angle A and angle B, these two have to be complementary angles because I'm already using up 90 degrees out of a total of 180 degrees. So in order to find angle A, all I'm going to do is just take angle B and subtract it from 90, and that's going to give me 61 degrees in 20 minutes. Next, let's go find side C. You can look for side C or side B. I just chose to use side C. And what you want to look at is we want to look at these two givens and this particular side. So when I focus on angle B, this side is my adjacent, this side is my hypotenuse. When I'm using SOHCAHTOA on that, I'm going to use, I didn't mean to uncover that quite yet. I want to use cosine because cosine uses adjacent and hypotenuse. So let's set up our cosine equation then. We want to solve for C, so I'm going to multiply by C on both sides. Now, folks, when I do that, when I multiply by C on both sides, the C's cancel here. But then I also want to divide by the cosine on both sides. I'll divide by cosine. And then I'm going to throw that into my calculator. And I'll get 28.8. And you say, well, why did you round to just the nearest tenths place? Look at your significant digits. Everything in the original given question had 3 significant digits. So my answer is also going to have 3 significant digits. All right, lastly, let's go find side B. And once again, when you look at your given, if you focus on angle B, this side is my adjacent and this side is my opposite. So what part of SOHCAHTOA uses opposites and adjacents? That's going to be tangent. So we'll choose to use tangent. Set up the equation. So tangent is equal to the opposite side, B, over the adjacent side, 25.3. I'll multiply on both sides by 25.3. And then throw that into the calculator, and I get 13.8. All right, let's move on to example number 2. So once again, use your given information to draw a picture. Notice that my side A is opposite angle A, my side B is opposite angle B. I would say that the easiest thing to find on this is side C because I can use the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem looks like this. We'll take the square root of both sides, throw that into the calculator, and I'll get 71.27 centimeters. Again, if you look at the given, everything has 4 sig digs, so I'm going to use the same number of sig digs on my answer. For part B, let's see, I don't actually remember what I found here, so let me peek. All right, so it looks like I'm going to find angle B next. Let's find angle B. Well, when I look at what I've been given, these two sides, opposite and adjacent, let me use tangent. So I'm going to say that the tangent of angle B is equal to 55.87 divided by 44.25. Remember what, from the previous section, what is it that finds angles? Inverses find angles. So I'm going to rewrite my equation using inverses. Again, this is according to the last section that we learned. This is something that I'll throw into my calculator. I'll get 51.62 degrees. Depending on how my lab asks you for an answer, this is an okay answer because it has 4 sig digs, or we can use degrees and minutes. All right, and then the last thing we want to do is we want to find angle A. Remember that angle A and angle B are complements of each other. So I'm simply going to take angle A, and to find it, I will subtract angle B from 90. Throw that into the calculator. Do not throw in your rounded version into the calculator. Please use the whole string of numbers. And then if you are asked for degrees and minutes, that would be 38 degrees, 23 minutes.